police flooding the scene, now searching for answers. And in sports, the Lady Comets advance to the national semifinals. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Happy Saturday. Glad you can join us. Good evening. I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. Fears over possible exposure to the Ebola virus prompting heightened health measures by health officials at Lynden Pendling International Airport today after two passengers arriving in the Bahamas reported recent travel to the Democratic Republic of Congo. The passengers arrived on a British Airways flight from London Heathrow after spending approximately 3 weeks in Congo before traveling through Ethiopia and onward to New Providence. Upon arrival, the Ministry of Health and Wellness immediately activated its health surveillance protocols, placing the two passengers in isolation while conducting assessments of passengers and crew on board the aircraft. In a release issued late this afternoon, health officials say they initiated enhanced contact tracing procedures, and all infection prevention and control measures are now in place. The Ministry of Health says there are currently no confirmed infections linked to the incident, and the risk to the public remains low. Officials say monitoring and follow-up assessments will continue in accordance with national and international health guidelines, with further updates expected as needed. Well, health officials confirming tonight that two British Airways pilots are now in isolation at Lynden Pendling International Airport as a precaution after reporting flu-like symptoms following recent travel through the Democratic Republic of the Congo, raising concerns of possible exposure to Ebola. Health teams quickly activated emergency protocols, assessing all 218 passengers and crew on board that flight, while contact tracing and monitoring efforts continue tonight. Well, authorities stress there are no confirmed cases of Ebola in the Bahamas and say the risk to the public remains low. We now turn our attention to Lloyd Allen, who attended last night's Ministry of Health press conference on the issue.
According to Dr. Jillian Bartlett, Acting Chief Medical Officer at the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the two passengers identified as pilots confirmed a number of details during the initial assessment by health officials.
They would have traveled out from Australia, right? The first one traveled on the 28th of April and the other one on the 30th of April. They traveled into the Democratic Republic of Congo. They were there for 3.5 weeks. So they left there on Tuesday, and they went into Ethiopia for a 24-hour period. And then from Ethiopia, they went into Heathrow.
Stressing no diagnosis has been made, Bartlett confirmed that a list of 43 passengers among the 216 identified to have a higher exposure risk factor.
So the ones that were sitting immediately in front of, behind, and in the aisles, as well as any of the crew that would have direct contact, those are the ones that would be at risk. And those are the ones we are monitoring, along with the others that we have took the contact information from.
The Ebola illness begins abruptly after an incubation period of 2 to 21 days with flu-like symptoms, including high fever, severe headache, muscle aches, fatigue, and sore throat. And while this latest development is being closely watched, Health Minister, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, says no decision has been made whether to stop flights from the list of countries identified as Ebola outbreak hotspots.
It has been brought to our attention that the United States and other countries have put bans to countries like South Sudan, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's a government decision. I have the Minister of Foreign Affairs here with me. We will be discussing the measures.
This is a developing story we will continue to follow. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Deadly Friday night shooting on the compound of a primary school, leaving a community on edge. Police rushed to the Columbus Primary School after a shot spotter technology detected gunfire in the area. When officers arrived, they found a male believed to be in his 30s, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to the upper body. The victim, wearing light blue jeans and a black shirt, remains unidentified as investigators work to notify family members and track down those responsible. Superintendent of Police Leonard Ramsey.
At this time, our detectives are in the preliminary of this investigation. They are doing their due diligence to identify what may have transpired here. At this time, we are sending a clarion call to persons who may be passing this area or reside in this area to provide us with any details to bring this matter to close. This is an unidentified male at this time. I guess our fingerprint experts will check his fingerprints if no family members come forward and try to identify him.
Now, a longtime male resident who asked not to be identified says the sound of gunfire sent neighbors rushing outside in fear and confusion. The community now demanding justice.
It was some gunshots, loud, loud, loud. I heard them clear, clear, clear. And as soon as I heard them, me and my family came outside. And when we came outside, we saw people running and scattering, a vehicle speeding off, and a dead body was in the schoolyard. I don't know what transpired. I mean, I know it transpired, maybe argument, and he was shot, but I just would like the person get caught for and be responsible for what they did just now.
69-year-old Grand Bahamian hospitalized after being stabbed overnight. The incident occurred on Weddell Avenue around 10:30 p.m. last night. While the details are unclear, the victim says he was stabbed by a dark-skinned man known to frequent the area. The victim, who was taken to hospital by ambulance, was last listed in serious condition and set to undergo surgery. Investigations continue. Well, police tonight sounding their alarm over a growing online scam involving fake government websites designed to trick unsuspecting residents into handing over money and sensitive personal information. According to investigators, fraudulent links are posing as official government platforms used to process traffic citations and fix penalty tickets. In several cases, individuals are being falsely notified of speeding violations and other offenses, then pressured to make payments within 7 days to allegedly receive a 50% discount. Police urging members of the public not to click the links, respond to suspicious messages, or provide any banking or personal information to unknown websites or individuals claiming to represent the government. Well, a local civic organization launching a major fundraiser aimed at giving back. That and more after this.
5 cars, catch the keys, don't blink, take these.
Island Luck is giving away 5 brand new cars. Earn 10 reward points for a chance to enter and win. Enter weekly from Monday 12 a.m. to Sunday 2 p.m. Winners are announced Sundays at 3 p.m. on 103.5 The Beat and Island Luck Socials. 5 cars, 5 weeks. The more you play, the better your chances. Visit islandluck.com for more information. Catch the keys only at Island Luck. Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
Take your business to the next level by joining the Tourism Development Corporation's Tourism Business and Products Registry. This registry will act as a hub for all Bahamian tourism-related ventures across the blue, green, and orange economies, ensuring that our entrepreneurs get the support, access, and connections they need to help develop a stronger business and ultimately a stronger industry. Join now at tdcbahamas.com.
But I need Well, books open, minds engaged, and futures in focus. Students from across the Bahamas coming together today for the first ever BJC Bonanza, an ambitious educational workshop designed to give young people the tools, confidence, and academic support needed to succeed. Here's West Alex Forbes.
Students from across the Bahamas gathered today for the first ever Bahamas Junior Certificate Bonanza, a full-day educational workshop aimed at helping young people prepare for their national exams year-round. Founder and president Akeisha Noel Smith says the idea grew after parents and students continued reaching out for extra academic support.
Because so many persons were reaching out and asking us for other subject areas, we just decided to partner with teachers and lecturers from different areas, and we just decided to bring all of the subjects together and put on one big show, or one big workshop, I should say, and 12 weeks of training for kids in need. And when we say in need does not only represent persons that may be underprivileged, it's also single mothers, it's also families that may not be able to afford the tutoring for every single subject, or just kids that may want the academic support and really just love being with flow leaders.
With more than 100 students registered for the program, and even though some students were unable to attend in person, the organizer made sure they were not left out.
So the results have been really good. We had over 112 students actually register for the program. We've had kids from the Family Islands also chiming in and being a part. Today we have a fraction of the students that are all here. Some wanted to be here, but unfortunately they are in Freeport and in Eleuthera and in Abaco, but we've put some packages together and we've decided that we will ship it off to them, and they still have a streaming option to chime on in.
Noel Smith says the transformation in many of the students has already been clearly visible. As the country continues to prioritize education and youth development, she hopes the BJC Bonanza will become an annual event, impacting even more students across the Bahamas.
We've seen improvement from inception. We've seen a few more children. We've seen them come out of their shell. So we've seen kids, initially they've been very shy, and so they've come out of their shell. They've started participating a bit more. We've seen their interest peak. We've seen them much more excited about growing and developing and actually focusing and chiming in on areas that may have seemed hard for them.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
Members of the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise giving back in a big way. The organization hosting their second annual Community Give Back Saturday, Windsor Park, providing much-needed support to families across the area. The outreach initiative offering free clothing, shoes, toys, household items, and toiletries to hundreds of residents in an effort to ease financial strain and strengthen community support. President of the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise, Patrick Newman.
Everything is free. And so what we did was we gathered slightly used clothing. In some cases they're new, shoes, toys, household goods, and we are basically giving out because we realize that there's a need in the community for outreaches like this. And so every year we do this where we gather all the stuff together and we go in one central place and we pass them out. We were here from 7 o'clock this morning and we probably have about 250 people already passed through here.
Now partnering with the Queen Esther Grand Chapter for the second year in a row, multiple donations were received, ensuring each recipient had more than enough items to assist with their personal needs.
Anywhere where we can better the community, hence bettering our country, we are always willing to assist and help. So today, when they would have put out their information about doing the clothing drive, we thought, hey, listen, this is something that we have to do as well. We donated clothes as well. We helped do the sorting, and of course, we're out here today with the distribution. And then we decided to add our own element, and we got toiletries. And we're packing toiletry bags for persons that will need it. We know that people are hurting in this country, and we just want to be our sisters and our brothers' keepers.
Laughter, music, food, and family, all for a worthy cause on Dolphin Drive today as Kiwanis clubs from across the Bahamas came together for a major fundraiser aimed at supporting communities nationwide. More than just a day of entertainment, organizers say the event was about service, raising money to help fund youth programs, community outreach initiatives, and support for those most in need. Lieutenant Governor of Kiwanis Sunshine Division, Joan Knowles, says every dollar raised goes right back into the community.
The monies derived from this go towards community efforts. We help out at schools, we help out in the community, and we're all non-profit, and so we have to bring money in order to do the work that we do in the community. Kiwanis is all about the children, helping the children of the world, serving them, making sure that they grow up to be healthy, strong, and very much active persons in our community. And so that's what Kiwanis Bahamas is all about. This is to bring visibility for the community to know that we are here.
Today's event featuring a bouncing castle for kids, a wide variety of food and drinks, live entertainment, and dozens of clubs showcasing their work across the country. Part of the proceeds will also go toward the organization's building fund in honor of the late Roy Davis, a Kiwanis pioneer remembered for decades of service and leadership within the organization. Kiwanis Club Over the Hill Distinguished President John Clark says the event represents the heart of what Kiwanis stands for.
A project like this is the foundation of what Kiwanis is built upon, serving the greater community, from the children to those that are less fortunate to the elderly. This is what we do. And this event here, this is the first time we're doing something like this. It's family fun day. And the intent is for clubs to raise funds so that we are able to conduct our projects that we do on an annual basis, monthly basis, some clubs even on a weekly basis.
With more than 28 clubs across the Bahamas and a presence in over 80 countries, members say their mission remains the same, serving others and building stronger communities. And as the organization continues to grow, they're now calling on more volunteers to join the effort. Lieutenant Governor-elect designate Chandra Ferguson and Kiwanis Over the Hill member Alexio Fowler.
We come in by providing food, by providing clothing, by providing mentorship programs that can help, especially kids, but we serve the entire community. So the event today puts a face on Kiwanis in the Bahamas to let you know that if you want to serve, come and join us.
It's just an experience to give back. A lot of times in life, we get on in a good way, and we never give back. So it's a chance to give back, pay it forward, help out those who are less fortunate, and just kind of leave the country a bit better than we met it.
A day of fun, fellowship, and giving back, all driven by one goal, making a difference one community at a time. Well, sports is up next.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Grand Bahama, we've helped 486 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $14.4 million in approved funding, the SBDC is strengthening Grand Bahama's economy by investing in its leading sectors: food and beverage, tourism, and fishing. Every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SBDC Bahamas.
Some home items don't get enough attention until the wrong one failed. Let's talk about ladders, tubs, and toilets. A good toilet isn't just about looks. It needs a strong build, smooth flush, and easy clean. These are built for daily use, and they're strong, modern, and reliable. Next, ladders. Whether you're fixing, painting, or working, your safety matters. It has a strong frame, a solid step, and proper grip. Whether you're fixing, painting, or working, your safety matters. A tub should feel solid, comfortable, and easy to clean, not thin and flimsy. These tubs are made to last and make your bathroom feel better the moment you step in. If you want strong toilets, ladders, and quality tubs, visit We Buy You Sell on Robinson Road. Send a WhatsApp to 636-8412 or shop online at wbusbahamas.com.
PREP stands for Prepare, Refocus, Educate, and Produce. When young people come to the program, we make them feel comfortable. We may break out into groups. When Philip asked Nathaniel said to him, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Has anyone said, "Can anything good come out of Canaan Lane? Can anything good come out of Ball's Alley?" There are a lot of young people in Canaan Lane who are excelling in track, who are doing well in school. What I started PREP to help to do, to get people to understand and notice that there are problems and issues that are going on with our young people, that indeed we who can do something should do something. And so PREP is here for them, creating the opportunities, letting them know that there is potential that you have not yet discovered within yourself. Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
Welcome to Zen Nesto Sports. I'm Wayne Wilson, and to start off the day, yesterday the high school soccer national first round wrapped up with two great games, with the QC Lady Comets facing off against the Doris Johnson Marlins, and the C.R. Walker Lady Knights battling head-to-head against St. Andrews. We also got to hear from Bahamas Football Association representative Vanessa Desenor on the structure of the high school nationals and the benefits of tournaments of this scale.
Okay, coming into this year, the structure remains the same from 2016. We normally do it where the 3 top BAISS teams, the 3 top GSSSA teams, and the 2 top Freeport teams come over, and we play a system of the first place BIS play the third place GSSSA and vice versa, and then those that win advance to the semifinals and then finals. I feel like one, it brings awareness to the sport because I've seen as the years go by, more people are in tune with nationals, and I also feel like it broadens soccer, like more players are involved. And it also helps us to gain players into the club system so that they can play soccer all year round.
Taking a look at the first game of the day, the Comets would go on to dominate their matchup, scoring 4-0 against the Marlins as they continue up the ladder, advancing to the semifinals. Here's a word from Lady Comet team captain, Aiden Hamilton.
As we advance to the semifinals, we're going to just work together, stay humble as a team, and just put our best foot forward so that we could see what opportunity God brings for us.
Moving over to the final game of the first round, C.R. Walker and St. Andrews fought tooth and nail till the very end, but the team ultimately coming out on top with a score of 2-1 would be the Lady Knights, scoring the game-winning goal in the last few seconds of the match, stopping the game from going into overtime and the possibility of ending it with penalties. Here's a word from head coach Dan Waitman and night captain Georgia McPhee on a game-winning goal.
We're going to do a lot of talking. We've got a number of injuries. Just the time of year, a lot of our students are in exams and things like that. So we're going to do what we need to do in the way that we can with the nature of where the school schedule's at. But we'll be ready. We'll be ready. Next Thursday, our team will come out ready to play.
It felt great. I feel like we needed a goal to win, so I did it. And we win. Thank God for everything he's done.
Let's sail on over to Exuma where our Charles Fisher is covering the Baritari Homecoming and Regatta first day of sailing.
Yes, we're here in Baritari, better known as the City by the Sea. We're now joined by the newest Commodore, Arana Lloyd. And Arana, how do you accept this role? How do you feel about being the Commodore this year?
Pretty good, you know. But I would say this, they call me Commodore. But I accept it to a point.
You get a lot of good top C-class boats in this event this year.
Pretty good. A lot of them are pretty competitive, and I'm looking forward for them to come through.
Last year we saw for the first time a regatta the relay, and you're bringing that excitement back again on Sunday.
Yes, what we're going to do, we're going to do that on Sunday about around 4 o'clock, and it would be pretty exciting.
How do you see the competition in this year's regatta E and C class?
In this competition this year, we're looking at pretty stiff competition, the C and the E, because all of them are good boats. And anyone was to make a mistake, anybody could come through. Yeah.
And come Monday, those trophies and awards will be handed out to the overall champions in this year's Baritari Homecoming and Regatta, City by the Sea. So you still have some time to come on down. They have sailing tomorrow, and they also have sailing on Monday. Now, this morning, they had the ocean race for the C-Class. We'll give you those results on Sunday. And they also had the E-Class races. We'll give you all those results coming up on Sunday. But for now, I'm by the City by the Sea, Baritari Exuma. Enjoy.
Finally, as we end today's sportscast on a sad note, another brother of the famed Ford family passes, that being Andy Ford, who passed away early this morning in the hospital. Family and friends gathered at the family's homestead of East Street to mourn the loss. Fighting back tears, sister Linda Ford spoke about her brother's life.
He always has something wise to say to you, or, you know, like that. But it's so many memories, but I just don't know. Anyway, this just rough for me. It's rough.
Andy was 62 years old. May his soul rest in peace.
In today's world, a community cannot plan enough for a potential disaster, especially a hurricane. I'm Mario Neri, inviting you for a familiar walk It's our 2026 Hurricane Seasonal Disaster Preparedness Program. Our special guest represents the Bahamas Red Cross, the Disaster Risk Management Authority, J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, and the Department of Meteorology. Join us because preparation through education is less costly than learning through tragedy.
Welcome to What's Trending. Join me, Jiminita Swain.
And me, The Bahama Beauty, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m.
Only on the ZNS Network.
Team Bahamas brought the heat to the Spice Capital at the 53rd Carifta Track and Field Championships. Relive the magic here on the ZNS Network as we recap the top performances from Grenada. Catch the 2026 Carifta Track and Field Championships recap here on the ZNS Network.
I don't know, but what kind of cars is this parking? You ain't even know where to park? Again, just don't park in the, look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him. Just don't park in the handicap spot. Yeah, that's handicap. No, man, you can't park in the handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way park here, bro. I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things. My bad big broke, and he got a sticker inside that say, this mud, though. We gotta move. This is a handicap spot. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. Don't, we can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us via Zoom with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. We are 8 days away from the official start of the 2026 tropical cyclone season, and perhaps you want to take this time to know your risks, whether it be wind, storm surge, flooding, or tornadoes. Also, you would want to review your insurance policies and where possible secure important documents and check the emergency equipment like flashlights, generators, and storm shutters to make sure that they are in working order. Outside of our studios, partly cloudy, temperature 85 degrees, the relative humidity at 66%. The winds are out of the east-southeast at 12 miles per hour, and your barometric pressure 1,020.1 millibars. That is 30.12 inches, and the pressure is steady. And we're taking a look now at some temperatures, boating forecast, tonight through Sunday in the northwest and central islands. Those winds are going to be southeast at 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet. Low tide, that takes place at 8:49 tonight with a high tide at 9:27 tomorrow morning. And for the southeast Bahamas, the wind is pretty strong through Sunday out of the southeast at 15 to 25 knots with very rough sea conditions. Hence, we have an advisory in place for you small boaters. Satellite pictures, nevertheless, showing basically clear skies throughout the islands, but there is a fall system that's going to work its way into our forecast area later in the week, and that will increase the chance of showers as we head closer to next weekend. And there's also the possibility of some tropical disturbance developing in the vicinity of eastern Cuba, possibly even around central Cuba, and we'll have to keep our eyes on that area over the next week or so. Tonight, though, we're looking at partly cloudy, breezy, and warm with a brief shower to developing with your low temperature falling off to 77 degrees. And tomorrow, a shower in spots in the morning, otherwise windy with partial sunshine. The high temperature climbing up to 87 degrees. And your extended weather forecast, pretty nice weather tomorrow, but come Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll have some isolated showers. Things start to get a little grayish as we head into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as that front boundary gets a little closer. And the possibility of some low pressure developing near eastern Cuba, that will certainly increase the chance of showers and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. Desmond.
Thanks, Basil. That ends Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night.
In Harbour Island, North Venezuela, I'm Charles Fisher. This is ZNS.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Bahamas Air. We don't just fly here, we live here. Club One, the gym that keep you in shape.